Hello, I'm Archie Luxury and welcome to the Archie Luxury channel, your premium content provider for wristwatch reviews and documentaries. Today, guys, I want to talk about this craze to mod Seikos into things they are not. And I was looking at another YouTuber's channel the other day there where they were modding this Seiko dive watch. They were trying to turn it into a watch that looks very similar to a Blancpain 50 Fathoms. And I gotta be completely honest with you, what the fuck is the reason for this? I mean, it's like the only thing I could compare this to, it's like the college kid who buys the 10 or 20-year-old base model car. He adds big brakes. He upgrades the engine. He puts big wheels on it, and he adds a more prestigious interior from a higher model car, and he pumps in a lot of money, and what's the fucking point? If he wanted a sports car, why didn't he just buy a BMW or buy a bloody Porsche to start with? Why fuck around with this sort of crap? That's the kind of word you could use to describe it. Why fuck around modding a Seiko that's like a Chevrolet Malibu, trying to turn it into a 5 Series BMW? Just buy a bloody BMW 5 Series. I mean, I don't understand this modding shit. I mean, it's you're modding it to look like a more expensive model. What the fuck? I mean, I just don't understand this sort of shit. It's low class, low rent dog turds. That's what it is. It's low rent, low class dog turds. I mean, for God's sake, if you want a bloody Rolex, buy the Rolex. By the time you fuck around modding this, modding that, it'll never be a bloody Rolex. It'll always be a bloody Seiko, but you're trying to turn it into a Rolls Royce? I mean, fuck me dead. It's just, I don't understand this mod. You buy this cheap, nasty Seikos are okay brand, but what the fuck do you want to turn it to look like a Blancpain 50 Fathoms? I mean, if you really want a Blancpain 50 Fathoms, get a fucking second job, deliver pizza, wait on tables, fucking make it happen. I mean, to turn a Seiko into a fucking modded watch to look like a fucking 50 Fathoms? What the fuck is this? I don't understand this shit. And this seems to be some sort of horological greatness. It's a fucking dog turd. It's a fucking dog turd. There's no two which ways about it. I mean, the 50 Fathoms itself, they're the Blancpain 50 Fathoms. I mean, that was a pioneering watch. That was a watch which sort of, it came out ahead of the Rolex Submariner. It came out of that genre of sports. You know, this was when men needed this as a tool watch. This is when lives depended on it. And now you've got people who want to make a fake Blancpain 50 Fathoms out of a bloody Seiko. I mean, what the fuck is this? I mean, it's just ridiculous. I mean, it'll never be a Blancpain 50 Fathoms. If you really want a Blancpain 50 Fathoms, save up and fucking buy one. Buy one on the used market. But to mod a Seiko, and I mean, these aren't cheap. These mods aren't cheap. I mean, the basic Seiko watch on one of these channels I saw was about $170 for the donor. Okay, that's sort of like the base. And then they spent about $800 fucking modding it. I mean, Why the fuck would you do that? It's like, as I said, it's like the college kid who buys the beta car and he puts big wheels, puts a new engine in it. He, he does all. It's still a piece of fucking shit. It's still a Chevy, a base model, like a Malibu. That's what I'm trying to say. It's like a Malibu. It'll always be a fucking Malibu. It'll never be a 5 Series BMW, will it? It'll always be a substandard, subpar sort of car. I mean, there ain't no easy ways in life. I mean, if it looks like a turd, it smells like a turd, it usually is a turd. And, I mean, this fad here to mod these pieces, to make these pieces look like something they're not. I mean, what the fuck is this? I mean, I got nothing else I can compare it to. It's, if you want a really good, well-handling sports car, buy a second-hand 3 Series, buy an E30. That's what you do, isn't it? You don't fuck around with an old Chevy trying to make it into something it'll never be. It'll always be an old fucking shitty Chevy. Nothing against Chevys, guys. I mean, Chevy Corvettes are super cool. Certain models are really cool. But I'm saying, you understand what I'm saying here. I'm just trying to tell this story. It's like, it doesn't have to be a Chevy. It could be like buying an old Ford Taurus and trying to turn it into a fucking 7 Series BMW. It just ain't going to fucking work. It's still going to be a fucking Ford Taurus. Doesn't matter how many fucking bells and whistles you add onto it. It's not going to be a 7 Series BMW, is it? It's never going to be that way. And that's the thing about this modding this. Oh, we want to mod this, mod that. And I mean, what the fuck? Who the fuck are they fooling? Who the fuck are they fooling? I mean, do they really want a 50 fathoms blank pane that bad? They want to mod a Seiko to look like something else? I mean, isn't that kind of cheap and nasty? I mean, isn't that kind of like an imitation watch? I mean, it's not 100% legit, is it? And, I mean, they think it's cool and trendy to start modding shit. I mean, I'm all for bang per buck and buying value, but I mean, to mod a Seiko shitter and turn it into a modded thing that looks like a blank pane 50 fathoms. I mean, just buy the fucking 50 fathoms if it's that so wonderful. I mean, I just don't get this modding shit. This modding this sort of garbage. It's something I can't work out. So I'd like some help from the audience. Why do people mod stuff? I mean, it's butchering it, isn't it? It's molesting. That's what it is. It's molesting a decent wristwatch into something it should never be. It is just so wrong. I'm Archibald Chesterfield III. Tell me what you guys think of modding. And remember, guys, like, subscribe, and tell your friends about my channel.